this morning coming from Iraq seems encouraging, but is the surge working? My next guests are Iraq vets, both from the front line with experience, but with very different opinions now on what we should do next. Time to dig in or leave as quickly as possible. Joining us right now, Pete Hegseth and Jon Soltz. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
All right. Yesterday, Admiral Mike Mullen was before his Senate confirmation hearing and said that right now it appears that the surge is working, that the number of U.S. casualties down during the past month. Pete, what do you think?
I think he's right. I think we finally have the right strategy in place in Baghdad. We're applying troops to protecting the population,
right.
And in doing so, we're bringing the violence down, and hopefully the ultimate goal is to bring about a political solution, which has been slow in coming. But in order to bring that about, you have to improve the security situation, which is exactly what General Petraeus said.
John?
Well, I think it's very clear. Admiral Mullen yesterday also said the purpose of the surge was to increase the political situation. And what you have now is Mr. Maliki, who wants to kick Petraeus out of the country,
right.
Doesn't like it that we're negotiating with the Sunnis because the Shia militias are strong. This is a civil war. And I think it's very important to note that if you want a political solution, you have the Iraqi parliament that just went on vacation, and our troops are in Iraq fighting and dying.
That drives me nuts.
Drives me nuts, too.
You know, our guys and gals are over there, and the surge report card is supposed to come back on September 15th from Petraeus, and the Iraqis all left town for a month.
On vacation, because the surge, or the idea that we're going to get some kind of political reconciliation or we're going to get security is more important to President Bush and the American military than it is the Iraqi people, and it's a big problem. That just proves this is a civil situation, and there's a political problem without a military solution.
Right. Pete, yesterday, John Warner said that the surge is moving forward successfully, but the Iraqi government was sliding backward. You know, our guys and gals are doing a great job over there, as Mullen said yesterday, with the surge is surging. But unless the Iraqis pick up the slack, we're just left holding the bag.
You're absolutely right, but we have to commit to the security environment. My personal experience in Samarra working with the government there is when we improved security, when we went out in the streets to protect the population,
right.
Iraqi leaders did stand up. You saw it happen in Ramadi. It's happening in Diyala.
Yeah, but have they met the benchmarks?
But it's a ground-up political progress as opposed to a top-down. So you've got tribal leaders providing security in local areas, which is what we've needed for so long and what brings about real security. And that's what's happening. So a ground-up political process has the chance to bring the stability that can eventually bring our troops home.
There are some misinterpreted facts here about the casualties in July. We had more deaths this July than any July in 2003, 2004, 2005, or 2006. It's the summertime, less people, a fighter get killed. But let me tell you, Diyala province, and my friend sent me an email from there yesterday, says, hey, we're much less stable now because we don't have the forces we need in the country. We have enough, we've surged into Baghdad, but we have this amoeba effect. It's like playing whack-a-mole. And there's parts of this country that are less stable today than it were before. They've got better equipment, they've got better IEDs, and they've got better ambush setups because they've taken their experience out of Fallujah, out of Baghdad to places that were softer. And we don't have the forces for extended period of time to fight this way.
If you'd like more information about both these guys' points of view, Pete Hegseth's site is vetsforfreedom.org. Jon Soltz's site is VoteVets.org. Guys, thank you very much for your service, and thanks for getting up early.